Now, you join me at a tremendously exciting moment. It's Into Your Head, number 250, the 250th edition of the Into Your Head podcast. As far as I'm concerned, that's an achievement. That's a major achievement. We've had 250 of these. That means everyone who hasn't done so already should go and buy something in the Into Your Head merchandise store to celebrate. That's what that means. If you don't own anything that's on sale in the Into Your Head merchandise store, your house hasn't been sufficiently adorned with souvenirs of your favourite podcast. So go and buy an Into Your Head dead mouse pad, or an Into Your Head, what's that called? That mug. There's a mug with a thing written on it that's vaguely amusing, which you'll have hours of fun drinking out of. One of those little shitty mugs that they sell in shops and podcast stores. But nonetheless, support your favourite podcast. Go and... this isn't an advertisement, by the way. This is just... it's just a break in normal programming. I've come on here. It's about freaking time I started being less shy about expecting stuff. So everyone who listens to this show and enjoys it should donate €500,000 to the tip jar, or buy something in the store, or both. Only people who haven't already, of course. Anyone who has done so already, thank you very much. You've done your bit. Fuck off. You don't need to. You don't have to go over the top with this stuff, because people will start thinking you're a stalker if you do that sort of thing. No offense, of course. There's no offensive moves in this statement intended whatsoever. This isn't like one of those sequences in Kill Bill where she comes along and she's doing a podcast and she's advertising her store and suddenly she kicks someone just for fun. Although, admittedly, it's not just for fun. It's as punishment for killing her husband, which I suppose is reasonable in a fictional world created by Quentin Tarantino. But no, Quentin Tarantino doesn't make podcasts, as far as although I'm sure he likes doing interviews, so that's a lie. I made that up. It may be true, but it can still be a lie. If I say Quentin Tarantino likes appearing in podcasts, I have a feeling I heard him on a podcast once. I'm not sure, but that doesn't mean that he likes doing it. But why would he do it if he doesn't like it? Why would he go and say, hello, yes, I'll appear in your podcast, even though I can't fucking stand doing that crap. Frankly, I need the money. Put me in your podcast and interview me. What you want to ask me? Yes, my name is Quentin Tarantino. Why have you got that thing wired to me? Is that a lie detector test? Why are you using that? I'm a creator of works of fiction, and fiction, of course, I'm going to fail a lie detector test. Freaking hell, what do you expect? That guy, what's his name? Your man who did the thing. I don't need to tell you the whole story. You'll remember, you know yourself, it's a well-known thing. Your man who did the thing with the yoke, he said Quentin Tarantino. He said, basically, you'll know, if you know of him, you'll know what he said. He said, stuff. Note to self, fade this out. Hello, it's me again. You can fade, note to self, you can fade me back in now. I'm going to do another segment. I don't know what went wrong there. I've had plenty of coffee this morning. In theory, I should be able to record a coherent and high quality show. But this is turning out to be a load of crap. Quentin Tarantino, my arse. That's not a request. Quentin Tarantino is not a... Oh, it's not a verb. There isn't a verb to Quentin Tarantino, although there may be a verb to Quentin. I'm not sure. That may also be a direction on a parcel to Quentin. Presumably it would be one to Quentin Tarantino, because he's the only person in the world who's so well known that he could just put his first name on an envelope and the postal service will know where to send it. He's like the Santa Claus of the movie world. I suppose you could say to the Pope too, but he wouldn't know which one to send it, and there's probably a law against members of the post office service automatically assuming that it's for the current Pope, because it might be a private letter that's addressed to a previous Pope and that the current Pope isn't supposed to see as being stuck somewhere in the post box for several years. So no, that would be a major breach of privacy. The previous Pope would be well within his rights to come back to life and sue the post office for that sort of thing. Although technically he's not the customer, he's the recipient. But still, that's not the point. You can't be... we've got several male persons listening to this programme. We've got Manny the Mailman. We've got... I think that's it now that you mention it. But no, Manny the Mailman listens to this. Manny has listened many times. And he's... what else can I say? That's a pun on the word Manny. He's a... Mail Manny. Manny the Mailman is a mail Manny. Does that mean anything? Probably not, no. But I'm scraping the bucket here. I've got a... actually, now that you mention it, I do have a bucket under the desk. I have a plastic bucket that I use as a waste paper basket. Here it is. Now, a basket is supposed to have holes in it. But this doesn't have holes, but it's broken at the side. There's a big crack and it's torn apart. It's a big green, but it's rather childish, a big lime green bucket. Let's see what's in it. There's some scrunched up waste here. There's a list of pending checks and direct debits. There's stuff. There's a letter. It's none of your fucking business what it's about. But nonetheless, it's a letter addressed to me. There's an empty Staples box. It says 1,000 staples, but I don't believe you'd fit 1,000 staples into that. Unless, I suppose, you stapled them to the outside of the box as well as the inside. But that would just make the box 10 times its actual size. That would be cheating. If you did that, if you were participating in an official world record breaking attempt with someone from the Guinness Book of Records there monitoring it, and you said, I'm going to squash 10,000 staples into this tiny box, and you just started clipping the staples onto the outside of the box, they'd say, no, fuck off, we're not having that. Your man, the late Norris McWhirter from that Record Breakers programme on the BBC, he'd come along and say, oh no, I'm not, I can't condone this, I'm afraid. That's not to say that I condemn it, but I can't say that it's an official record, because frankly, you're not doing what you said you claimed you'd be doing. If you had come along with me and said on the application form, I'm going to see how many staples I can stick to the outside of a box, then I might be able to help you there somewhere. But that's not what you claimed you were doing. So I consider it cheating. I do. But then I'm dead. Although I'm not sure. Is Norris McWhirter dead? I'm not sure. I think he is. Your man, the other fella of that programme, is dead. Your man who used to play Roy Castle, the fella who used to play... I used to play some music. Trumpet. He used to play the trumpet and present children's programmes about the Guinness Book of Records. And then he died and they replaced him with an athlete who's still alive. And then Norris McWhirter used to come on from the Guinness Book of Records in a tie and say, this record is legitimate or this record isn't. And he'd say, hello, congratulations, you're going to be in the Guinness Book of Records now. That's a remarkable achievement. You've managed to roll 8 eggs down the side of a cat. Nobody before has rolled more than 7 eggs down the side of a cat within a fixed time period, of course. Yeah, you have to make sure to have all the parameters set here. If someone effed that up, this is a complicated job. If someone effed that up and said, oh, fine, we'll enter you for that record, we'll come along and monitor how many eggs you can slide down the end of the cat, but if they forget to say within a specified time limit, that could go on for 200 years. Someone could have started it back in the 1700s and still be rolling eggs down the side of a cat, and of course the Guinness Book of Records landlords would have to pay overtime for Norris McWhat's-his-name to stand there watching it. They'd probably have to do it in shifts. They'd have to get someone else in at night to replace them. And of course, there's all sorts of unsociable hours involved in that. You can't profit from a book that's based on expenses like that. So no, it's very important that they set all the parameters. That's why you need experts in records to do this. Anyway, good morning. Go to the store.